or grab out of the water column, and what they eat for food. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Leela, indeed. So yeah, for those who are ecologists and deep sea ecologists, that is a very rare scientific opportunity, is that these wrecks, you know exactly when they went down. So this one went down on August 9th, 1942, so it is exactly 83 years old. And so anything that grows on it cannot be 83 years older. It's younger than that, so that gives you an idea to age things and determine a growth rate. And in fact, this very wreck, parts of the wrecks were imaged 10 years ago in January 2015, and we have some images of that, and so we'll be able to compare those images taken 10 years ago and seeing if those same organisms, there's a couple of sea stars and a couple smaller encrusting organisms on the wreck, we'll be able to see how they grew in those 10 years since they were last imaged.
Wait, who's saying what about rebooting? Okay. You scared me there for a second. Yeah, well, that's Atalanta has a magnetic compass. That's expected. Okay.
Perfect. If you're watching on channel 1, you now can see the control room with the whole team here.
Ships move in.
Almost all of the team in that camera view.
Nearly 7 meters. Atalanta's just starting.
It's a full house here in the control room today, 11 people on watch now. And if you want to get to know who those people are, you can check it out on just below the video feeds on nautiluslive.org. You can click on anybody's profile and learn a little bit more about them and how they got here. You can also click the team tab and see everybody who is on the ship right now, get to know them a little bit as we're going. Really exciting to have viewers all over the world here with us. So let us know what you're curious about, what you're excited about. We have viewers here in the Solomon Islands, in the United States, Canada, the UK, Germany, France, New Zealand, Norway, in Guam, in Australia, in China, all over the map.
No,
Happy to have you here.
other than there's a little bit of a drift in the joystick, right? Like it's not reading 0 values, so that would be my guess.
Yeah, you can see the ship went past a little bit, swooping back, but
Johan, can you talk a little bit about what kind of delays you see between calling in the ship moving and seeing that respond on the vehicles down below? Viewers really impressed with the coordination of the pilots, the navigator, and the bridge.
sure, yeah. So once we decide on a move that we want to see down here, because a lot of the work that we do with Hercules, we have to be within reach, and to do that, we're kind of tethered to Atalanta, which is primarily positioned by the position of the ship on the surface. So we are in constant communication with the bridge, asking the bridge to make steps in a particular direction with a particular distance for that move. So for an example, like 20 meters as a move at bearing 060 is telling the ship to move to the northeast 20 meters. Yeah, and when that happens, the ship obviously needs to ramp up its speed, which takes a couple seconds. And then as it moves, it's kind of pulling the large umbilical, which at this point we have about 1,000 meters paid out for our current depth. And so yeah, that move that gets done on the surface takes, with depth, an increasing amount of time to reflect on the seafloor. And then there's also other factors such as currents that are pushing on the umbilical and the vehicles themselves that can kind of alter that positioning and how that move is reflected on the seafloor as well. So there's a little bit of a science to getting everything exactly where you want it, and some uncertainty there as well.
Yeah. Thanks so much. For viewers' orientation, yes, we have changed the Hercules feed on channel 1. You're not seeing the blue water feed from Hercules there. Um, we are still about 50 meters above the Vincennes, and so we're just looking out in blue water with that camera feed. So providing you the view here where the team is, you can see everybody engaged here. On channel 2, you're seeing the Atalanta view, so top down, eyes in the sky, looking at ROV Hercules down below. And on channel 3, you're seeing the data display from the NORBIT mapping sonar. So this is our scanning high resolution sonar mounted on the ROV that we're using to make the first two acoustic passes of the over Vincennes, getting our situational awareness to be sure we're aware of any snags, and also to create a high resolution model of the ship before we begin our visual inspection.
Yeah, let's do it. Born ready.
At a bearing of 032. All right, thank you.
Chris, a question from a viewer.
Little port, yeah.
Wondering
Yeah,
if
you can see here, Atalanta is right on that cursor. Yeah.
Chris, a question for you. Folks are familiar with our sub-bottom profiler and our multi-beam mapping sonar to look at both the surface of the seafloor and then the layers that are within. Is there any ability to look into or through the sediment using this mapping sonar? K2.
Sorry, say again?
Sorry, question for you. Folks are familiar with our sub-bottom profiler, which can look in layers of the sediment, and that goes along with the multi-beam. We're wondering if we can look through the sediment with your sonar.
No. No, this is much, much higher frequency, so it really, it won't penetrate much. Yeah, this is at 400 kilohertz, and the sub-bottom is, I think, tens of hertz or lower.
Thank you.
Okay, ship is up to speed.
So yes, we've kind of stepped back, aligned all of the vehicles, and then are going to, as Johan explained, step the ship forward, pulling Atalanta behind, giving Hercules the tether to fly through so they can fly that steady pass right over Vincennes.
As we're waiting, just want to take a second here to acknowledge the sponsors of this expedition aboard EV Nautilus, NOAA's Office of Ocean Exploration and Research, through the Ocean Exploration Cooperative Institute that Ocean Exploration Trust is a proud member of, along with several other institutions. And on this very expedition, we have two important partners of the OECI, Ocean Exploration Cooperative Institute, PARD, University of New Hampshire, who is leading the DRIX mapping operations using their uncrewed surface vehicle that's being piloted from a shore-based station in Honiara, mapping the Iron Bottom Sound here over the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, Atalanta's moving.
And then we also have a few folks within our operations team on board from the University of Rhode Island, also part of the OECI.
So great, Daniel, that this expedition, no expedition could happen without partners, and we're really honored to have an international component as well to this expedition. The Navy History and Heritage Command, Frank Thompson representing them on board, as well as Hiroshi Ishii from Kyoto University. Here, this expedition does include experts from all former combatant nations here in the Solomon Islands campaign. And the data will be shared with those appropriate management agencies that are collaborating. So certainly our goal is to showcase that international collaboration and each nation learning more about the history of this place and how it's changing over time. I love this question. Does OET have merch? We did have a bonfire campaign, which was you can buy some logoed gear celebrating our 15th anniversary of Nautilus Live, and you can find that over at our YouTube channel. So EV Nautilus on YouTube. A great chance for you to check that out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Looks like we're ending up a little southeast of...
Don't change your heading.
Keep heading. Okay. Oh, we're a little to the southeast of our line, but yeah.
Yeah, you're starting to see the stern come in the multi just now in the multi-beam.
Do you want that corrected, Chris, like same heading but move to port a bit?
Yeah, but just kind of do it gently over. Don't just snap over there. Keep moving forward and slowly step over to get centered up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, stern.
Yeah, that's looking good. So that blue line is the center beam of the NORBIT, so that gives you an idea where we're at.
That's useful.
I've done this before.
Chris, you still want me to come port a little then?
Yeah, just kind of, yeah, you can just
Okay.
kind of guide the, I'm going to keep zoom in like this so you won't really see Hercules, but
That's fine, yeah. The blue line is more useful.
yeah.
Yeah, can you put it down here maybe? Yeah, that would be awesome. Thanks, Dave. Repeat that, Copilot? Oh, okay. Yeah. We just have a constant ship move in, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, constant ship moves tend to work the best.
Yep.
For bigger targets like this. All right, yeah, this is all looking great now. Thank you.
And Chris, after this preliminary survey, is the goal to quickly process that in some way to be able to use it as the base
we'll
map?
quickly process it, and then you guys will have a dive map. Actually, we could probably make a dive map from this single first pass, so maybe Rennie could send up a preliminary product. I'm going to text him that right now, actually.
Perfect.
Thank you, video. Yeah. It's so weird that the heading just changes.
Could the current have anything to do with it, or?
I don't think so, because it's I don't know. It
Yeah.
stays really steady for like 2 minutes, and then it just
Weird.
runs off. It's all good. The blue line is helpful. And I can tell like when my heading is changing, like right now.
Yeah.
On the NORBIT screen too. Nice. Maybe it's
That's pretty cool.
something with the hydrodynamics of the vehicle, like coming ahead, it has a slight yaw.
Let me know if you want the view adjusted at all.
That looks good.
All right.
How's the speed?
The speed's fine. Like, you can't go fast enough to make me unhappy, so.
Fast enough or slow enough?
Take that as a challenge, Johan.
Yeah,
Do 1 knot, please.
we can go as fast as is comfortable, and we can maintain stability. This speed is
okay.
great.
Okay, all right.
Everything looks really clean and stable right now, so I'm happy.
Okay, I'm gonna try to come forward a little bit.
Here, I can
just to
totally send her it up too, so you can.
Look at that.
Johan, what's this null point? Did the end survey get renamed weirdly?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just changed it to null and was going to get rid of it
Yeah,
because
no, that's great because it's
it
not
was
actually
pretty arbitrary.
good.
Yeah.
the end of the survey.
Thanks, sir.
So, do we have anyone on the line from the town in Indiana that the ship is named after? Is it Vincennes? Is it Vincennes? Is it, how do we pronounce it exactly? Does anyone on shore know?
Our archaeologist on board saying Vincennes.
It's a town in
Cruisers
the city
are
in
all named
Indiana,
after cities.
Sorry.
And it's
Oh,
also
I saw that.
one of 2
Made me nervous for a second.
ships
it's
that
just,
bear that name
it
in
wants
the
to
U.S.
run off,
Navy.
I don't know why. Still does. That's not tether.
Yes, the ship was built in
There
1934
we go, that's a pretty good view.
in Quincy, Massachusetts, so
Oh,
it
yeah.
came from the East Coast.
Honestly, I can see the heading on the lines too, Chris, if you want to.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what? Just tell me what you want.
No, that looks good.
And the ship had its shakedown cruise in 1937, so it took about 3 years to be built, but was active for quite a number of years, sailing all over the world before coming here and joining Operation Watchtower in the Solomon Islands campaign.
It had also been at the Battle of Midway before this, with Astoria.
And was part of the Doolittle raid before I screened Hornet and Enterprise during that. Missed the Battle of the Coral Sea as a result, but was part of Midway.
Yeah, sounds good. Sorry. It definitely wants to yaw left. Oh yeah. No, if you need to tilt, just go ahead and just let me know so I know where the camera angle is. So
This is probably the after turret. Oh no, we passed the after turret. This is the superstructure.
And what is your elevation above the wreck right now?
I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit.
I can't tell you exactly because I don't want to mess with the view for the pilots, but it should, we're 50 meters above the seafloor, so maybe 40 meters above the top of the wreck.
I'm gonna have to wait just a second for some tether, Chris.
That's fine.
But hopefully hold the heading here.
If you could proceed forward maybe more slowly, that would be good. If you want to wait, if you want to wait, that's fine too.
End of their tether.
Oh, I need to wait either way.
Well, yeah, I'm saying if you can like proceed but slow down.
Sure.
To wait for the ship, that would be a little better. But if you need to just stop, that's okay too.
Yeah, we'll keep a little bit. It should be good. Yeah, we'll keep.
Yeah, sitting in one place for too long with the DVL drift and whatever can just make a mess.
Oh, okay, understood. That makes sense. We'll keep it creeping ahead just a little bit then.
Just barely creep ahead.
Yep. So I know I'm off center on the wreck, but every time I put in some port, it doesn't like it.
That's okay. As long as as long as the blue line is basically on the deck somewhere, we should be fine.
Okay.
I mean, we're going to paint either side anyway, so it's okay. But
yeah,
just more as top down as possible is ideal.
Right.
Everyone, we will be conducting the visual inspections of the ships a little bit closer as we complete these mapping passes with the multi-beam over top. And it'll help us both in our situational awareness and being able to frame the visual observations we make with any changes in the structure. We do know that these ships are corroding over time.
Nice.
Nearly 8 decades now on the seafloor.
Yeah, it's working out pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad we set back up. I don't think that was going to work.
Yeah, creating these high-resolution models will allow us to observe that change over time, compare it with the visuals from the Vulcan team who've been here, as well as with the original plans. We do know the ship took at least one torpedo hit to it, along with more than 57 artillery hits and projectiles landing on the ship. One of the remaining questions is whether one or two long lance torpedoes ended up impacting Vincennes, and that's something we hope to be able to understand better, both through this acoustic assessment and later with the visual assessment.
So weird. You can, Sarah, you can maybe come down a couple more meters if you don't mind.
There we go.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thanks.
A little better backscatter.
Now the view you're seeing on channel 2 is the view from ROV Atalanta, the tow sled up above. So as a small delta.
There's some superstructure.
This is the superstructure, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Well, there's some masts back here.
Right.
Or there were.
Right.
We haven't seen them. We haven't seen any masts or anything in the sonar.
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't mean they're not there.
Catapults.
Yeah, it wants to just, oh, I don't know why. Yeah, go for it.
That's cool. You can see the turret is
Yeah,
turned off to port.
That is really cool.
This one straight, yeah.
These are the 8-inch turrets at the front, I believe.
Do you think, I'm worried I'm getting to the end of my tether. Do you think we could speed this ship up a little bit? Current heading or no?
Is the front gone?
Probably not. When we put in a
Shouldn't be.
ship speed adjustment,
The front's blown off?
kind of
Yeah, there's a
stumbles
piece.
for a second.
There's a piece missing.
Wow,
Sorry, yeah.
that's crazy.
X-ray maybe.
Oh, it's just
Increase speed.
Okay.
Chris, I need to just wait 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you to all of our folks writing in with stories of Vincennes and observations.
Surprised we're not seeing the barrels.
That is really cool.
Let me see if we can see them in the...
Yeah, we do know that the first 20 meters of Vincennes' bow was torn off during the sinking.
They're maybe kind of in the bow.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll see them when we get closer. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
The foremast is in the debris field with the main mast broken in over the after turret.
Yeah.
Really incredible to see it sitting upright like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start again.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll go forward a little bit just to get a little bit of the debris field.
Okay.
Chris, are you going to want to go more than another 20, 30 meters? Or I just need to extend the move.
Yeah, let's go just a bit more, because
Okay.
let's see. Yeah, a little bit more.
Okay, yeah, I'll tell the ship to keep going then.
I still have a little bit of tether. I don't know how much further you want to go, Chris.
Yeah, well, you're going to need to step sideways anyway, so you're going to
Okay,
want the tether
alright.
to do that, right? So
Yeah, so may as well get a little bit of a move in.
Okay. Bridge down. Hi, can we get another 20 meters at bearing 032, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And then which pass were you going to want to do next, Chris?
well, since we're over here, we're going to want to turn around thusly and down that way.
Thusly.
Yeah.
So
we get clearer imagery on the port side of Herc because of where NORBIT is mounted, so
Gotcha.
all things being equal, I would prefer to keep it on that side.
come to port, Thessaly.
Yeah, once you...
Okay.
All right, seeing that pass out of view right now.
Huh?
No.
Yeah, we're looking at things acoustically, Dan. That's...
Sorry, your hour of NORBIT is up.
Yeah, more NORBIT.
And what altitude are you thinking?
Yeah,
for that?
it's not mounted.
What altitude are you
Pardon?
thinking, Chris?
Chris is offline. You're good, Chris, if you need to keep going.
Chris, you want to let me know when you're good with this line? We can break off.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do it now.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, so come over, let me... Oh, you guys are handing over.
Bridge now.
Maybe go over 50 meters.
Can you hold the ship position here for a second? Thank you.
Can I get down to the chair and get out?
Yeah, you're right.
What has he got here? It's got all bunch of autos on.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
All right, it's broken.
Turn around and do it again?
And actually,
That's
that'll
right.
give you a
Yeah,
nice
we're
little
going to want
complete.
to come 50 meters to the northwest. So roughly...
Roger.
So yes, on channel 3, you're seeing us beyond the end of the ship there. Not a tremendous amount of debris field, but a little bit
roughly
spread out.
here. is our goal.
Roger.
We are going to turn around and make another pass coming back down the ship.
What happens if you come left? Does that take my turn out? You don't need to come up. You're fine.
Are you
Turn
okay
left.
if I start the ship moving?
Yeah,
Don't
move it,
worry.
move it, move it.
Bridge nav. Can we have a ship move 30 meters
sure.
at bearing 300, please?
Catch me if you can.
Correct. Thank you.
Dan, this is actually good data this turn, so if you can maintain heading and stability, this is handy.
Roger.
Yeah, because see, we got some points on the front, which we didn't have, and we did this straight over.
Science row, what do the sediment ripples tell us about the seafloor here? Is that an indicator of the current? Leila, do you know anything about
the
sediment
ripples can be an indicator of the current. Also, even surface storms, you can see down hundreds, even thousands of meters, the impact of those. But yeah, current is a good guess.
What altitude were you guys going? 50 meters?
We were at 50, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go much lower for this one, though, Dan.
Roger.
Maybe like 25.
Roger. Okay, Sarah, you can come down. Yep. I'm backing up, by the way, Chris. You get double data and double processing. Come down a little faster.
I'm going to kind of eyeball it based on what we're seeing as you come down.
I'm just coming down here because I'm waiting for the ship.
Yeah. I know. I'm kind of using the view to. This is what altitude you at now? This is probably pretty good.
40 meters.
Yeah, maybe that's good. That's a good angle.
Roger.
Yeah, this is great.
Come down another 5.
And we'll step a few more meters over, but even this position is pretty close to good. I just want to get a little bit further so we can get the good view on the side.
Roger.
Copy.
I'm watching it all right.
Chris, viewers are wanting to know about kind of what looks like pixels to them. Can you explain to us what the individual squares are and how that's building your model overall?
This is building a model. These are called, it's like a 3-dimensional pixel. It's called a voxel.
A voxel?
A voxel, yeah. It's a volumetric pixel. So it just shows us the areas of the ship that we've covered. So while he's getting set up, I can show you. So if we look from the top down, it looks nice and complete, right? And but if I rotate it this way, you can see that we've missed the entire side, right? So that's why we use volumetric pixels instead of just like a top-down grid like we do. From the ship, we usually do a top-down gridded map, but that doesn't really work here. So that's why we have these volumetric pixels instead of just 2-dimensional ones. So yeah, by the time we're done, these sides should be all filled in too. No more gaps.
Fantastic.
Yep. Yeah, this is a good offset here, Dan. So
Roger.
if you can get your nose lined up with the strike of the ship again, and
What headed?
Johan, how many meters are we
Never
off
mind,
here?
I can see it on NORBIT.
Sorry, what was that?
How many meters did we end up coming off here? Of the kind of center line-ish of the ship?
Yeah, we're still moving. Let's see. Right now, Dan is 42 meters, 40 meters on the side.
I'm set up. Waiting for Johan.
Yep, I'm coming.
Waiting on nav. Look at you skewing your NORBIT off to the side.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Gotta
skew.
Gotta skew. RViz.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Hey.
Yeah,
Okay.
so in much the same way as when we map, we
Give me
process
1
all of our
second.
data products into a final map. This is
Bridge
just
down.
the initial data acquisition, and then we will process a more complete product, a model.
Can we have a ship move 10 meters due north, please?
Yeah, that model.
360.
That model will help support our operations by giving us a base map that will help
How
show.
long is this thing?
Yeah, that'll get it.
170 meters?
175. Although that's without, and it's missing a piece.
And how fast are you going on this?
I think it's
We
missing
went
20 or so
0.3.
meters.
0.3. What's that in meters per second? Never mind. I'll just swing it.
Copy.
Okay. You guys ready to start the next line?
Ready.
Um,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Putting the ship behind you a little bit, and I'd like to do a DVL reset. But
Ready. Do it.
done.
Okay. Good heading?
Yeah. This heading looks great. Everything looks, altitude looks good. NORBIT looks good. I think we're gonna get, yeah, this should cover the entire wreck as we were at.
Okay, I'm gonna put an auto XY step in of 200 meters.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Stand by.
We got a little bit of, are you doing auto altitude or auto depth?
Auto altitude.
Depth, please.
Auto depth sucks. It'll bounce all over the place.
That's what we were doing. It was perfect.
Roger. Auto
Yeah.
depth. There's your auto depth.
Look at it, how it stopped bouncing immediately.
Really? Yeah.
Well, maybe. Now it's...
Oh, yeah, that's much better. Not.
it was perfect. It was like within the resolution of the sensor.
Roger.
Perfect before. I don't know what he was doing.
Historically,
I know.
whatever.
Historically, maybe let it settle out a bit, but...
Oh, it's slow. Again, the auto depth max velocity is like 0.1 meter a second.
Yeah. I mean, I care much less about keeping the exact depth and much more about keeping it stable.
Exactly. Okay, I got the ship moving. Run over it.
Yep. Yeah, I'm happy. I'll start the ship now.
Roger.
Bridge now. Hi, can we have a ship move 200 meters at bearing 212, please?
It's nicely settled out now, Dan. See that?
Yeah.
Copy. Thank you.
See what happens when I press this button.
No buttons, Dan.
This is all buttons. Wait till Atlanta gets on top of us here a little, and then I'm gonna hit the step button and see what happens. Nope. I'll ask you if I need it. So what we've done, I've tweaked the velocities to some number, yeah. And that also has to do with your joy gain. So if you turn your joy gain down, it will be 75% of that 15 meters a minute or whatever that number is. There's been a long argument whether that number is knots or meters. Yeah. So sometimes this works, sometimes not. But yeah, like if I turn the joy gain down to 10 and hit go. So let's put some arbitrary. This stuff sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I never quite figured out those numbers.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
But if you watch the thruster commands, if I turn it up, should
Looks like Atalanta's just starting to move. So you might be getting a little ahead, but
oh, I know why it didn't go. Here, try that again. See that button that says button, button? You got to have the button, button turned on. And then if you get wrapped around the axle, you just toggle it in and out. And it should be doing nothing now but holding.
What's going on where they're heading up there?
I don't know. It's not holding the heading.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Sorry, let me back up. Try that again.
Do you want backup?
Hmm?
Do you want to back up?
Yeah. No, don't back up. Just wait.
Roger, waiting.
Fortunately, we're not really on the wreck yet, so if we have to
That's why you
trim
have
some of this out.
That's why you have running.
Yeah.
That is not right. I don't know what's going on there. Why is it freaking taking off? It's, I give up. That's not working. I'm going to give it back to Chris, let him manual.
All right. What was the heading that we were looking for? 214?
212.
212.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all good. All right, Chris, 212.
Yeah.
Same procedure.
Yep.
Okay. I think you're good there. I'm just gonna keep. I'm sort of stationary, so I'm just gonna keep pushing ahead. Yeah. Unless you don't feel comfortable, and then we'll. Okay. What's that?
We're at around 40 meters altitude right now, Larry,
Yeah.
but auto depth. Oh, I don't know if Larry's on a headset. Oh.
Mm. Yeah, I'm
That's a pretty cool shot from the side there, Chris. Where you
yeah.
can like see it fill in.
Yeah. Yeah, this you can really see like exactly why we got to do this side pass, right?
When you like drop down and you can see through, and then it populates.
Yeah, if you just look at it from the top, like we were, it looks fine, but
yeah, it's super cool.
0.3 knots.
No, I can go as fast as you want to go. Yeah.
Roger, yeah. Okay.
I mean, like, once we get set up and going, it's fine. It's just the, like, it doesn't take that long to actually do the pass this way.
Okay.
I wonder if once we get to the end, like, if you can start moving just immediately start moving the ship over to the other side.
Yeah.
Right? Don't, like, wait for things to settle out or whatever necessarily, because once we're past the end of the ship, we have a little bit of flexibility to start moving over to the other side.
Okay.
We could also, like, start at 0.3 and then we can increase the ship speed, because really it's just me going forward. Or the hardest part is keeping the heading. Like, coming ahead a little quicker isn't hard. You can see, like, I'm already at the end of the tether, so if anything, doing 0.4 would be better.
Yeah, I'm happy to increase speed.
Honestly, a little bit faster transects are almost better. It just gives nav less time to drift.
Roger.
Yeah. I just don't want to go so far out at, like...
Yeah, no. Yeah, totally. You don't want the tether tugging you or whatever. Things are super stable and pleasant right now.
Hi. Is it possible to increase our ship speed on this current move to 0.4 knots? Thank you.
Not trying to start chaos, just trying to optimize.
No, I appreciate it, yeah. And yeah, KT, let me know when we're kind of clear to start that movement.
Okay.
Laterally.
Chaos starter. No, I think that's a good suggestion, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get pretty streamlined with this over the course of the cruise.
Just a first time working out the best strategy. And hopefully we're not the mapping watch every time. As much as we love you, K2, I love that you're sitting next to me. And this is super cool.
This is really cool, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's loading up the map. You guys stoked? I'm stoked.
I'm stoked. I am stoked. Did Rennie clean up a base map for us?
He's gonna just load that map up and then mic drop it.
Nice.
We can load it in NavS too. I don't see the cursor moving.
Is that information available for Johan yet? The map to
Wait,
load?
yeah, disconnect it here. Or I'm on right.
Yeah. Top button on right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the disconnect is gonna work. And then
everything looking good?
I released it.
This is your view anyway. No, it shouldn't have had control. Oh, is Rennie talking to you in his ear? Oh. Weird.
Those side lobes though, look at those. Yeah, I gotta cut those out. This is so bright compared to the sediment behind it and further away that it picks up the edge of the ship in beams that are beyond the side, but they're generally pretty easy to clean out because you can, because they're very linear, right? So.
Not sure at
Yeah, but
all what's
anytime you
going
look over
on.
a hard edge like that, you get those
Not
wispy
sure at
whiskers
all
off the
what's going
side.
on. Somebody's done something for us.
Are each of these voxels what you end up seeing when you're cleaning up the data, or is the data more fine than
Oh, the
that?
data is way more fine.
Okay, yeah.
You can see
That's
those are
those
the
are
individual points.
Okay, got it.
The voxels are aside. I set the
Yeah,
voxels to a
they're
side that makes me comfortable for like I have enough points in there.
Yep.
And this for now.
But yeah, there's way more points than that.
Easier to clean up.
Okay, I've lost all the PC connections. Not sure what's going on. So, stand by.
Oh shit, no, I can't do that. Okay.
Ooh.
Do you prefer this or this one here, that one there? Okay. That's okay with me, yeah. RovNav, yeah.
Little deck plate
thanks.
or something hanging off there. Yeah, side of the superstructure. What is that? Maybe. Oh, it's this thing. Is it? I don't know. There's something right on the side of the ship. See that? I don't know what that is.
On the, we're heading to the stern now,
Yeah,
right?
but it's
That'd
on
be the
right. It's on the
port
edge.
side.
It's on the.
Could it be one of the catapults?
Maybe it's one of the cranes.
Yeah, one of the slingshot, the
Oh,
catapults.
yeah, it is. There's another one on the other side. It's the cranes.
Yeah.
See? They're not really, they're folded or something on here. But they're deployed there. You can see just the little wispies on the other side.
Yeah, okay, the cranes for the planes, for bringing the planes onto the catapults.
Sorry, you ready?
Yeah, it's these guys. That's cool.
Yeah. So the ship had 4 float planes that it would catapult into the air. And then crane back on.
High pack serve. Ooh.
Wow, that is beautiful. So.
Heck of a dive map we got there.
Yeah, you want to talk about that, Chris, for a second? Just what we have achieved now?
Yeah, so we did our initial map, and that they'll be able to use for the rest of the dive to navigate the ROV, and after that we'll do additional cleaning and make some nice full 3D models, and yeah, go from there. Yeah. But at least we always do a preliminary map, so when they are ready to start the visual survey, they have a good reference. Yeah, so they have a good reference for the rest of the dive.
Yeah, it is just so cool that in real time we're able to come down here, map this in high resolution, and immediately have a new base map.
It's totally incredible.
Or are you trying to reload it up, Johan?
I can do it. I'm just, yeah. Reorganizing screens.
Yeah, that's really cool. You can see the superstructure, and there's the turrets.
Super cool.
You can see that one turned off to the side.
Yep.
That is really neat.
Dave, did you manage to get back those screens? Did you get the PC controls back? Okay.
Yeah, those are totally the cranes. That's awesome.
Weird.
Can we get them back onto channel 3 if we have a chance? Thanks, Dave. Sorry, can't hear you, but appreciate it. No worries, thank you.
Yep, same thing on the other side, yep. Thusly.
Look at that coming up. Yeah, that's cool.
Really incredible.
Thusly.
Yeah.
This line looks great, Chris. This is awesome.
Yay, Chris, manual flying. Perfection.
Doing great. We anticipate this dive to continue for many more hours, and then there are, let's see, nearly a dozen wrecks within a few miles of where we are right now. So we anticipate if all continues to go well, the ROVs and the weather continues to stay steady or get better conditions, then we will aim to keep this dive in the water for the next several days, potentially. So plenty of exploration yet to come. This map that we're building on channel 3 that you can see will be our really base map and our guide for the rest of our exploration of Vincennes as we get closer and begin our visual inspection. Lots of folks staying up with us all around the world. It's great to have you here with us in Austria, in Norway, Netherlands, Andorra, Germany, France. Getting late over there for you all on this side of the world, in the Solomon Islands, in Guam, in Japan, in Fiji, in New Zealand, Australia. Thanks for being here. If you have questions, send them in on nautiluslive.org. Love to answer those and share them with the team here in the room. You can also check out who is on this watch. That will refresh. We'll get a watch change in about the next half hour. Is the this group of 8 to 12s. We'll hand it over to the 12 to 4 team coming on in.
Okay. Yeah, and speaking of weather, Megan, so we had some big gusts coming in this morning and building, but now the forecast is looking to start decreasing from here throughout the night, so conditions increase, getting better and better. But yeah, this location that we picked was purposely in one of the more sheltered places, really blocked from the wind by the large Nagela Islands. So weather should be in our favor.
How much more ship move do we have in, Johan?
Another 15 meters.
Okay, let's just let that one settle out, and then we can start moving over.
Copy.
I mean, honestly, if you want to let it settle out, as soon as it settles out, just start putting the next lateral step in.
Okay.
To go down the other side.
Settle out as in let Atalanta come all the way
along? Yeah,
or?
As soon as the ship reaches its position, I guess.
Okay, roger.
You don't need to wait for Atalanta.
Yeah, all right. It'll be 1 minute then.
Cool.
Yeah, you toggle these to the side. Yeah, no problem. Right. And I'm gonna start the ship moving at bearing 122 to come across to the other side. Yeah. Or Chris, do you care about like a slow, clean turn?
No, I don't.
Herc. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and call this the end and move to step to the other side. About the same offset. Now you have the map on there. Should be easy.
Copy. Yeah. Bridge nav.
Yeah.
Can we have a ship move?
Actually, yeah. Let me get ahead.
50 meters at bearing 122, please.
All right, I'm going to take auto head out. Push ahead.
50, please. 122. All right, thank you.
Yeah, and actually, as you do this, if you could translate over there, over this stern, we can get a couple straight lines on the stern as you pass it. That would be helpful.
I'm not sure what you mean. Come like
yeah, just
square
like
to
go.
it?
Yeah, square up to it
Okay,
as you pass it. You can maneuver for now a little bit, but if we could get a couple like looking that way, that'll be definitely
like
a nice bonus. Yeah.
looking directly at the stern, or looking kind of how we're looking now?
No, looking, yeah, like, so point straight ahead like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
and
it.
then, yeah, get some of these side beams on there. That'll be really useful.
Heard. Yeah, you just follow me around. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. This is like the ship movement, ship course anyway, so.
We're getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
They're going to be Team NORBIT.
We just have to pass on the wheel we have invented.
Yeah, this will
to
get us some
everyone
really
else.
good views on the back of the superstructure here, so little bonus round.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're like, it may look like blue water, but it's way better.
Yes, now is the time on the live feed to be looking at the NORBIT survey because it is exciting.
Yes, channel 3 for you all, and if you're on watching on YouTube, come on over to nautiluslive.org.
Wee woo, wee woo.
Hi to some of our viewers that have been with us and watching along for a long time. Really fun to see you back again. And for our first time viewers, welcome. Thanks for joining us on Nautilus Live and being part of this important dive. We do have all of our traditional camera feeds. So we have 2 ROVs in the water
Hey,
here.
Chris, can you turn,
Hercules
square up a bit?
and Atalanta.
Oh, I gotcha.
We
I
are
gotcha.
still about 35 meters
You can step to the
above
right,
the
too,
wreck.
if you want. Well, actually, you're in a pretty good position, so. Yeah. He understands the exercise. We're good.
Yeah, about 35 meters above. So we're not
I might even turn
visually looking at Vincent's yet. We're using the multi-beam mapping sonar to gaze through this water, through all this marine snow, and create the image of it. You can definitely watch that on channel 3. It's going to be your best view of how we're gathering data about this wreck right now. If you're watching on channel 1, you can see the control room. Obviously, as always, we'll continue to flex those 3 channels to show you the best views that we have available here of all of the exploration.
Sounds good.
Daniel, can you talk a little bit about Iron Bottom Sound as kind of a basin of water? Folks are interested, like what's the average depth in this area? Is it a really deep bay?
Yeah, just to orient folks, especially folks that are not here from the Solomon Islands. So we are about 1,000 kilometers northeast of the Australia, the northeastern corner of Australia. And the Iron Bottom Sound is this confined body of water, a relatively confined body of water between 3 islands. So you have the island of Guadalcanal, the most populated island in the Solomon Islands, which is also home to the capital in Honiara. And then you have this tiny Savo Island to the west, and a bigger group of islands formerly known as the Florida Islands.
Sorry, I'll get your view back. I just want to check what we're getting.
The Iron
yeah, see, we can see down and under the stern
Sound,
there. That's this is an excellent pass.
20 by 40 miles. The deepest point is kind of towards the north western port of it.
Yeah,
it's about 1,400 meters.
Yeah, that's got a big flat square back, so we would have missed it otherwise.
But the biggest part of the sound is really about 600 to about 1,000 meters. We are currently in about 1,000 meters. So it's relatively shallow for this part of the world. So if you were to go off the islands, and I guess drops up
so good.
quite a lot. And so it's quite rare that you have a confined body of water like this, where you have this much history and this much maritime archaeology.
All right, awesome.
The islands itself are volcanic islands, and there's a lot of interesting features here.
Yeah, if you can, just a few more meters, but you're clear enough if you really need to make an adjustment, but just a little bit of overlap is always helpful, you know. So yeah, we're still getting beams on the side out that way, so.
Thanks, Daniel. For everyone watching along, we love hearing these personal connections that you have here to the battles of Guadalcanal, to this place. It's really our great joy to be able to share it with you and make those family connections along. Dana, can you share when the last time this ship was investigated or imaged was?
Sure. So a little over 10 years ago, in 2015, in January 2015, yacht Octopus was here for an expedition funded by Paul Allen's
go for it.
Group, Vulcan Inc.
Yeah, that's good. We got what I needed.
And that
Thanks.
included mapping surveys using an autonomous underwater vehicle that is equipped with a side scan sonar. That was used to map several of these wrecks in high resolution. They, during those surveys, found 2 wrecks for the first time, including this one here, the USS Vincennes, as well as the USS Astoria that is located due south of us. And then they also did some shore dives using a 3,000-meter ROV on both of those ships, as well as a few others that Dr. Robert Ballard had found a couple decades prior. So for the last 10 years, this ship here, the USS Vincent, had been laying here unsurveyed. So this is going to be the first time in 10 years that we get to lay our eyes on it. And it's going to be the first time in history, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan, that we'll get to see some parts of the wreck that were not imaged during that previous survey in 2015. So a lot of excitement to come. You'll notice here that we're taking our time to image this wreck in detail. So we're doing a really high resolution acoustic map of the wreck, and the plan is then to do a similar exercise, but using the visual cameras to give an even finer resolution visual survey of the entire wreck. So very exciting. I'm particularly excited to see a few parts of the wreck that have never been surveyed. I'm also, as a ecologist, interested. I mean, I've got a few photographs here lined up of the ROV dive that was conducted 10 years ago, and just interested to see whether a couple of the critters that were in specific places, if they're still there, and
Hey,
how
Johan,
much
is
they
your
have
offset
grown.
the same
So
on this
a
side as
lot
it
of
is the other?
interesting things here to
It looks like we
survey.
could maybe be a little
And of
further
course,
off. Or maybe,
first and foremost, just
we're pretty
really
close, but
remembering
maybe,
what we're
okay, all
serving
right,
here
good.
and the historic significance of this. This
Okay.
is a place where over
Good.
300 service members lost their life at the beginning of,
Good.
was the first of 5 major naval battles here in the Iron Bottom Sound. Over 300 service members went down with USS Vincennes, and it's an honor and a privilege to be able to, for the first time in a decade, get to survey it.
Was that 30 meters you said on the last survey, Johan? Okay. And I looked it up, and apparently the town is pronounced Vincennes, so that we all know.
Excellent. Question for, there's a bunch of people in this room who could answer this question, but folks who want to know a little bit more about these sonar systems, like what kind of sonar system is normal to find on a ship? So maybe we could talk a little bit about our multi-beam and what kinds of ships carry sonars like that, and then what makes this sonar that's flying along on Hercules different. Johan, K2, who wants to kick it off?
You ready to go, Johan?
Sorry, Megan, if you wouldn't mind standing by for just a second while we get the survey underway.
All right, let me break the line. All right, ready to go.
Bearing of 032. Right. I'll call it into bridge. Bridge nav. Hi, can we have a ship move of 250 meters, 250 meters at bearing 032, please? Copy. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a much more efficient setup. We're getting this.
Yeah, this is going smooth.
Agreed. Sorry, they're putting it in currently. Yeah. So it'll be 2-3 minutes before Atalanta starts moving.
Okay.
Oh, he put it in at 0.4. I'm happy to slow, or, okay. Great.
Looks like we're going to hand it off to them after a perfect survey.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Hey, Chris, folks want to know what the short blue, their light blue lines, the straight lines are in the data. What are we seeing there?
This guy?
These, I think.
Oh, these? Okay,
Yep.
so those are, so we haven't yet calibrated the sonar. Whenever you mount it to the vehicle, because there's sloppiness in the bolt pattern and things like that, it's not always going to be perfectly aligned with the navigation sensor. So when you turn the vehicle around, you'll get a slight offset between passes because the sonar thinks it's pointed a slightly different direction than it is. We can calibrate that out, but we need a data set first, which is what we have here. So we'll fix that in post this time, and then maybe for the next dives, we'll fix it all together.
Fantastic.
So that's just basically the two survey lines, not totally aligning with each other.
Nice. Do you want to take a crack at our question that came in a little bit earlier? What kinds of sonars do ships usually carry, and what makes these sonars different than what you might find?
A normal ship would normally have a single beam echo sounder, or maybe like a chirp style fish finder. So they basically are the same kind of thing, but they only use one beam. Whereas this one, it produces...
It's 4th of July weekend. People might be out fishing, you know that like depth founder on their small boat or any of the same.
Yeah. But this one has 512 beams. So it allows us to basically get a bunch of fish finder readings all at once. Some of the new fancier fish finders actually do have multiple beams or side scan, which is, but they wouldn't be nearly this precise. And you also couldn't send them down to 4,000 meters without them being unhappy.
Having a sad day, yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like Larry needs a headset.
Yeah.
Larry, do you have a headset? Don't want one?
Come on in, Larry.
Guessing we're waiting for the ship move.
Yeah. Roger. And then that's it, yeah. That's the stern right there. That's a scour underneath. If you look, you can see the bow up here. You can see the turrets, and then the bow is blown away.
Yeah, folded back on itself.
So we'll put it back so Chris can drive, but.
It looks just like the pictures.
It's cool, right? Wait till you see the 3D models. It'll be it's going to be way cooler.
Then they can make rec models, for people to build and paint. Rec version.
I'm going to 3D print this for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll put all those up on Nautilus Live's Sketchpad in their models.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I might run down and...
All right, we're getting ready for a watch change. If you're hearing some other voices come in here, team getting ready to take over for our next 4 hours of this dive, anticipating staying on the seabed throughout. Chris, viewers want to know how big are each of the squares that are making up this picture?
Each of the squares are half a meter.
Half a meter.
Yeah, so I set that as a sort of course resolution just to make sure that just to make sure that we have enough points. Once it gets enough points in a square, it'll fill it in.
Okay.
So that basically just tells me that we're at least able to get half meter resolution and likely much more.
Fantastic. So. Awesome.
All right. Hey, watch
hey
the
team.
ship heading, yeah.
Yeah, I just said, our jet pump is maxed out and we're being pushed back over the wreck. So Atalanta's going to start moving towards the wreck here.
All right.
I can see.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Copy, yeah. Yeah. Bridge nav. Hi, can we slow down the ship, please, to 0.3 knots? Thank you. Is it also possible to increase the jet pump capabilities above 60%, or is that our operational limit? Understood, yeah, I appreciate you asking, thanks.
All right, it is what it is.
Yeah, of course, during handoff.
Yeah, I don't know. We maybe that's not this. This is maybe a question for the watch lead. The ship's losing position. It's going to take a while to get probably resettled to finish this survey line. Do we want to continue with the survey, or? That's true. Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So we'll get back. It looks like they got it turned around. So.
Yeah.
This might be a little bit of a wacky line, but.
Do you want me to try to bring us back to the side of the ship?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Roger. Okay. Do you want us to keep moving forward as we do that, or actually?
Mic mute. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Because when they put in a move, it locks like the target position. The ship is going to naturally start curving that way. If you want me to stop and make a direct lateral move, I could. Roger. Yeah, you can see the ship is turning almost exactly how we want it to. But yeah, you're going to have a little... Right.
Yeah, if you, well, you might have to proceed forward, but we'll get it figured out.
Was created in 2023.
Yeah, K2, do you want us to stop, move back, and...
Not at this point. I think we might be able to save it.
Okay. Do you
Even
see
if
how
we
the ship's coming back?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to just leave that, or...?
Yeah, just leave it. Let's just keep going. I think we'll be okay.
Roger.
You can, if you can step left a bit if you want. Yeah, honestly, this is not that bad so far.
Yeah.
So it's going to send
a great job holding so far.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll get back over when you can, but for now, we're still getting a few points on the side, so. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. We're still getting, it's still pretty good. And we'll just step back over when you can. Yeah. Yep. 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 Yep.
Still just working through this watch change. We'll get everybody back on SPL as soon as they're settled in.
Go for nav.
So making our third pass
All right.
on Vincennes.
That looks great. Yep. Yeah, we're getting really solid hits on the side. Uh,
Okay. Oh, shit.
As you're passing through the model, you can see those bright red, orange, and then yellow are the highest elevation points. So the single red point on the port side is actually is on the starboard side as we're approaching the bow now. That may be a mast component, a piece of the superstructure sticking up. Each of those grids are a ½ meter, so we're not necessarily resolving like a small diameter tube as much as we are resolving something within that ½ meter square space of the grids with the NORBIT at this pass. So that will give us that model. As we get closer and closer, we'll then be able to resolve at a finer resolution and see the detail as we move in for a visual survey next. As y'all are settled in, can you lodge on SPL and join me there?
Megan, were you talking to me?
I was talking to everybody. Hi, Larry. Welcome to SPL.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very happy. I'd lovely to see everything working so nicely. So
Yes, definitely. Larry, as we're still finishing out this watch transition, some viewers online have been interested in what is happening with the Drix while we've been out here. Do you want to share a little bit about what's been going on?
sure. Drix has had an interesting history over the last 6 months or so. We had a shakedown cruise after kind of a year down with the Drix stored on the Nautilus. We unpacked it in Guam and found that there had been some corrosion in the engine, and it was so bad that we actually had to replace the engine. And so the team did just a phenomenal job. We quickly were able to secure a replacement engine. Team came to Guam. Drix is a very, very small vessel, and the engine takes up a lot of space. And they managed to get it out, get it replaced. And so we're kind of in that mode of just spinning up with a new engine and all the things that have been disconnected, but everything seems to be working now. The last fix we had to do early this morning, was radar, and that's been replaced. We collected data over the last few days, just in kind of test scenarios, and it's been looking fine. And if everything continues to go well, and I have to check back with the team, they should be deploying in earnest at 1300 at 1 p.m.
Is your HYPACK screen
today.
frozen?
And the first thing they'll do is go to a
strongly
location
disagrees
of
with
a few verified,
my thing is saying.
few verified wrecks, so we check out that the sonar is operating properly, and then from then we'll start the kind of large-scale mapping to see if we can find unknown locations.
Larry, when you're planning to map something as large as Iron Bottom Sound, how do you go about planning those lines? How far out do you have to space them? Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, well, the way multi-beam sonar works is its coverage is very much a function of the water depth. So it's always best if we have a good idea of what the water depths are roughly, and we'll have an estimate then of what the swath width should be. And once we know that, we will lay out lines in an appropriate direction depending on what the target is and what the local geology is, or the local bathymetry. And we'll try to maintain as wide a swath as we possibly can while still collecting good data. But then we always overlap because the data tends to degrade as you get to the outer beam. So we always want to make sure that we have quite a bit of overlap, one swath, one line to the next. And we've done this long enough that we can predict, we can control the speed. We know what the optimal speed for surveying is, kind of typically now 6 to 7 knots.
How much more do you have in this move?
Depending on the weather. And we lay out the lines well ahead. We have an estimate of how much time it'll take, and if all goes well, it all works.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it would. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. The bow pass. Yeah, you're right.
And Chris, you're flying how far off?
30 meters up.
30 meters. So we'll have to get a lot closer for the cameras. So.
Yeah. Yeah. If you thought this took a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's why I was talking to Dan, and I said, look,
Yeah, actually, Johan, why don't you just start a northwest move, and we'll just get that. We'll just get a quick sweep across the bow, and then.
Okay, then we can come down.
Yeah, and then call it good.
Chris, I'm gonna hand off, and Ben's gonna do that. I don't know if you start or stop anything. Like.
Yeah, I just stopped. I just broke the log.
Okay, all right. So I'm good to turn. Okay.
Yep. And in a couple minutes, you get to do the bow. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're watching along on Nautilus Live, the Channel 1 view is the control room where we're all sitting. We'll go around for a round of introductions here shortly. Channel 2 is the view from ROV Atalanta looking downwards on ROV Hercules. That's the eyes in the sky perspective.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, okay. Thanks.
And the Channel 3 view is going to be the NORBIT multi-beam view, where we've painted this 3D model of USS Vincennes, and
All right,
then
you got
as
the,
soon
you
as
just put the ship move in, right? Okay.
And as soon as we complete the model here with one more pass over the bow, the broken bow of USS Vincennes, then we'll approach closer for a visual inspection and really start to get a chance to check it out and see the details as we go forward. Maybe team, as we're still settling out, can I get started with a round of intros? Maybe back row, where you want to kick it off?
Oh, this is good. I can find out who's here.
This will be perfect.
And by next watch, I might actually know them.
All right, whenever you're ready, Ben, you
but
can...
not next leg.
You can rotate 90 degrees to port.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we get Ben set up there, maybe who you are, what your role on Nautilus is this time, what you do when you are not on Nautilus, and yeah, let's start there. Sure, Frank, do you want to start? Oh, it looks like you're
Frank.
not on SPL. We got, oh, we'll toggle here. And then you're muted, and we'll need SPL on.
Yeah, I think you should be okay now.
Okay, I'm Frank Thompson. I'm the Director of Collection Management.
And then we might need your mic closer to your mouth, too.
Just a few more degrees there. If you can get this, you can see the right. Yeah, right there is good.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
perfect.
I'm Frank Thompson. I'm the Director of Collection Management at the Naval History and Heritage Command. I'm here representing the U.S. Navy in this dive. We're diving on wrecks of
steady and straight.
World War II shipwrecks. And they are still property of the U.S. government, protected under the Sunken Military Craft Act. And I am here to observe the dives and learn more about these wrecks so that we can better protect them. When I'm not here on Nautilus, I'm back at the office overseeing the Navy's historic art and artifact collections, as well as managing the underwater archaeology program and conservation program.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Larry?
Hi, I'm Larry Mayer. I'm sitting here as the watch leader on this watch. I'm, in real life, the director of the Center for Coastal and Ocean Mapping at the University of New Hampshire. And that's a national center for excellence that develops all kinds of technologies for seafloor and ocean mapping. We also, on this leg, have a team who mostly, actually, are all, except me, on shore, that are operating an uncrewed surface vessel. It's called Drix, and that has a kind of mid-range sonar on it, much lower resolution than the beautiful NORBIT we're seeing here, but it can map much deeper, and they'll be operating that from shore and hopefully filling in a lot of the gaps in mapping in Iron Bottom Sound.
Watch your heading there, Ben.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, I'm going to hold a little. Yeah. Yeah.
I could keep going if you want.
You sure. I
didn't want to dominate.
Everyone can talk.
I didn't want to dominate the conversation, though.
Sorry, I'll do first dive things while we're all doing 5 things at once here.
And it is a watch change, and that's always a difficult time. And a time we have to be very careful, too.
Chris, would you like to introduce yourself again in the same seat?
I'm Chris.
Hanging tight.
Krasnowski. I am doing the high resolution mapping for this cruise, so that's both on our surface shallow water system and on the Hercules system. When I'm not here, I am running my consulting company and doing other similar projects.
Fantastic.
I guess I can go and test my sound on SPL. Can everybody hear me? Okay?
Yes.
Excellent.
Sure can.
My name is Noelle. I'm in the data logger seat. I'm one of the science managers on this expedition in the Solomon Islands. And I am the science coordinator for OET. So that means that I help support all aspects of expedition planning for each of our seasons. I manage the wet lab that's on board the ship and sail in a number of different capacities each year, and I'm really honored to be here.
Yeah.
All right, I think we got it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down.
We're done. NORBIT survey is done.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys happy up there?
Ready?
Yeah, roger.
All right, survey is officially over.
Okay.
Now you can have, wait.
I think the NORBIT deserves, and Chris deserves a round of applause. So.
Totally. That's awesome.
Yeah, great job, Chris. Wrapping up first survey.
Pilot, if you're all right, we can go back to our normal mode where you have the Herc screen
Bob?
right in front of you. Dive, yeah, there we go. We still have NORBIT up here, but we'll mainly now have the Rex
Great.
on the here.
Okay, so
this is the bow, right?
Believe so, yes, Larry, is that correct? We're closest to the bow?
Yep. Yeah, we're coming around the bow now. I think that's where we've just made the pass along the bow.
Yeah.
And if you're all comfortable and set up, we should kind of try to get within visual range at deck level or so and work our way down, up, down, however you want to call it.
Okay.
Bow to stern on the port side.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick DVL reset.
Okay, we should probably move the ship back, huh? Back to the
southwest?
Or southeast?
Yeah, whichever side you want.
So he wanted the port bow.
Okay, roger. So we'll put Atalanta here, yeah?
Yeah.
Our length there, 17, yeah. So if you want, you'll take...
You can pick the side, whichever side is easiest for you.
We'll take Atalanta.
The ship to pull ahead, I think, a little.
We should probably be about here
I'll descend down
when it finishes its move. So put your cursor starting there.
To the floor.
And then drag it to like about maybe a little bit here.
Targets as we approach.
Yeah, so now that says we've got 40 meters at 155. So we're going to go 40 meters at, what was that? 155. So that'll put Atalanta here. But we're probably going to wait because the pilot's ahead of Atalanta right now. So he'll want to spin around, kind of get back.
All right, I got to rotate around.
Yeah. And we could probably at this point acquire the bottom, right? Do you want us, is that your intent, Larry?
Yeah, well, we want to do the transit at about deck level.
At about deck level, okay.
That's about, what is that, 15 meters or 10 meters off the bottom?
Frank, where do you think deck level is relative to the bottom?
Would we be able to acquire bottom, approach the wreck, and then go up to deck level, or do you want to start the visual from deck level?
Well, I think if it's safest to come down, see the bottom, and then work your way up, get to deck level, and then we'll move along at that level.
Let's do that.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, we can.
And once we get to bottom, we're going to have to go back to our normal protocol. We still haven't white balanced the camera, that kind of stuff, so we'll need to do that.
So you're going to move the ship here?
Yeah, I'm going to put Atalanta right here. And as you come, we can descend down to the bottom at any point, acquire bottom. Yeah. Dave's going to want to do a white balance, and then we'll approach the wreck and move along.
Because I don't want Atalanta here before I
Are we going down the port side?
Waiting for you. We can just descend now.
That's still the plan? The port side?
Either, whatever side's easiest for them.
Okay.
I thought port side would be easiest for them, but they have to make that call.
Once you, what's your delta? You're at 7 meters. You want to go down? Yeah. Got your tether up in the. Yeah. Oh, you're in auto depth. That's your problem.
No, it's...
There we go.
This is all new to me, sorry. Wow.
Got visual in Atalanta, bottom right corner. Hercules coming in.
There we go. Yeah.
All right, so note that you see the red numbers, the camera above that, that's Atalanta's, angle of the camera.
So Frank, as we're approaching, can you give us a quick overview of USS Vincennes?
Sure. Sure. USS Vincennes is one of the New Orleans class heavy cruisers. They were designed under the terms of the Washington and Naval treaties that were signed in the early 20s, and then the London Treaty in 1930. They were 10,000 tonners, as they were called back then, or the treaty cruisers, or the tin-clads. The New Orleans class was kind of different from the preceding Northampton because they discovered when the first two classes of heavy cruisers that were designed under the treaties were launched that they had been so working on saving weight to keep the ships under the 10,000 ton limit that they kind of underestimated their success, and the ships came out about 9,000 tons, so they had about 1,000 tons left in the displacement, so they were able to then look at the design and see where they could do improvements, particularly in armored protection. And so the New Orleans class cruisers look very different from the preceding Northampton because they were able to increase the armor protection over some of the vital spaces like the machinery and weapon systems. They also introduced a new gun turret, which was actually armored against 8-inch projectiles. So they were quite successful cruisers, and there were, I think there were 7 total. 3 were lost here at on the night of 9 August 1942 at the Battle of Savo Island. And we're going to see, hopefully, 2 of her sister ships, which rest near her.